Hi guys, welcome back to the road to 2000. Let's get ourselves into a 10-minute game. Alright, if today we could hit 1600, I would be extremely happy, but, you know, these things come in waves, so I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. Okay, so against this, it's just me with d5. d4, d5, I like to get my bishop out. Attack the knight. I think so. Okay. Happy New Year, guys. Recording this on the 1st, 2021. First of the first. Oh, this looks natural. Also just takes. Doubles his pawns. Yeah, let's do that. I've had a couple of warm-up games today. Got my coffee with oat milk. It's creamier than cream if you've not tried it, oat milk. Okay, let's just develop the knight. Actually, this knight might have been better putting some pressure on this pawn. If knight here, is he going to try to jump his knight in? It might be a bit annoying. I might just play this to prevent any ideas. Also restrict the bishop slightly. And then bring the knight out. Yeah, I just looked back at my first few videos, guys, and compared it to my most recent ones, and just seeing the difference in like audio quality and yeah. And before I was recording when there was people in the house, I was trying to like speak quietly, and that just it sort of takes all charisma out of my voice. Oh, okay. So if I take this here, and then maybe here, and he sort of improves this structure. Sort of prefer this. If he trades, I develop my queen. I quite like that. If he takes the knight, I develop my queen anyway. And then at least I can win this pawn at the end of it. So if it goes something like that. Takes. Good think about capturing with this. Ah, yeah, it's trying to get rid of this bad pawn. That's a good move. So if I castle and then go here. I go take. No, I need to pressure with the pawn, really. Let's castle. And I'm thinking about maybe playing this. And then if he takes, he can double my pawns, but actually I get an open file, and the double pawns aren't too bad. So he's stopping me playing that. So here. And then could I push this pawn? Takes. I think I could push that pawn. And I could always reinforce this pawn here. Once this is here, I could maybe push this. I'm going to go for this. Accepting the double pawns. I'm assuming he's going to take. Yes, I've been to 1600 once before, guys. But I've not been there for a long time, so now surely just takes is really good. Win the pawn, attack the queen. It looks really good. Yes, I've sort of got it in my head that I can't hit 1600 again, so I'd love to just break that mental barrier. It's been about a month since I was there, and I've been playing a few months, but improvement comes in waves, you know. Non-linear. Right. So I can take this. I think I like taking the bishop. I'm just checking for anything else. A pretty even game. Oh, he takes like that, but now I can capture this. But then he captures this. I don't actually mind if he captures. I get a nice central pawn structure. What about like this, going after this pawn? Well, it's protected, I guess. Not sure what to do. Push, then he just takes. Maybe just take that, but then he does get this. And I get an ugly pawn structure. So I didn't really like any of them options, but I think on balance, I don't know. Maybe we just get a rook out. Maybe we get a queen out. I don't know. If takes, I just take with this. He's got rid of his double pawns, which I think was a goal for him. But he's got an isolated pawn, and I don't, so I think I'm slightly better. But it's going to require very precise play to actually... Ah, no, I didn't see this. Got this pawn at the end. But what if I take with this, he can get... He can't take that. If I take with this, he takes. What if I go... I can't do anything with the rooks, because this is hanging, this is hanging. Ah, no. What about this? He can throw in check. And I go here. Then he's a pawn up. And then he takes. I really don't like the idea of letting his queen in here. The other thing is just this. But then... Yeah, this is... I shouldn't have overlooked this move, guys. It's really bad. I think this is my only chance, but it looks a bit sketch. I mean, he can just take my knight, though. I take his queen. Alright, let's go for this. This just looks so strong. Love to get this move in. C6. Let's get a sip of this coffee. So I think I've got to take... So I'll take with this. At least that defends this. So I was a pawn up. But now I'm just neutral. But he's still got an isolated pawn. I think I've resolved my issues now. I was saying... this feels sketchy to me. So I can go here. Win this pawn. Yeah, let's do that. Got two pieces attacking this pawn, so it should be alright. I've got the queenside majority, which can be a slight advantage. It's harder to push a kingside majority, like here, because my king's normally there, assuming same side castling. Whereas on the queen side, it is just 2 against 3, so it's slightly easy to get a pass pawn, but I admit I'm clutching at straws a little bit here, guys. And in terms of time, I'm just down. If it takes with this, he can give me an isolated pawn. Maybe I bring this rook. But then he can reinforce the pawn. If takes here, here. I'm threatening this. I'd have some maybe pressure on this. Yeah, I think I'd go for this. Let's pre-move that capture. Again, a little bit low on time, guys. Just got my 8th subscriber. Oh no, I didn't see this. Oh no. Well, I can just double his pawns, okay. And then hit the rook. Yeah, I think I'm winning again. Very slightly, but I would like to leave this knight and pile up on this pawn, but I think I've got to move it. So I guess I'm losing that pawn though, aren't I? I'd be happy for him to take my king. I've got this passed pawn here. If I can start pushing my king into the game, definitely got winning chances. He doesn't see it. Nah, it's unlucky. I think he was... he's got so much time, he could have just had a think, but I think he probably saw I was low on time and was trying to pressure me. I didn't play this move trying to trick him or anything, but yeah. Making sure there's no forks here. This is fine. This. Okay, can I attack it? No. He's threatening this fork here, so let's come here, because he's threatening to fork me here. This is not what I wanted to navigate, really, with this little time. Let's attack his knight. Try and centralize the rooks. Also, this rook was pretty forkable on that square, so I like this development. Get out of there, knight. Run away. His king would just move here. I'd have this move. Check. Winning the rook. Okay, this looks to simplify things. Yeah, and he's just going to be annoying, isn't he? Let's try this. Oh, I'm losing time. I have less time to check for forks. Still got a minute. If I can get this knight off the board, I would be very happy. Excuse me. Try this. Going after this. Also threatening this, taking the rook off the board. Come on. Let's get this rook in. I'm noticing if he moves his rook, I can go here, king here, then I can go here. Okay, let's go check. He's got this though, hasn't he? How do I stop that? I can't really stop it. I go. Oh no, he's gonna fork me. Oh god, this looks sketchy. I didn't think that was the best move. I thought takes here was better. Because now I just double attack in this piece. He moves it. Yeah, this looks good. Just go in for this check, mate. Can he defend it? Guess he can go here. Right, there we go. Simplification. I've got no time though, guys. Apologies if I don't speak for the next 15 seconds. Let's run. Just gonna keep checking me. Come on. This is so tense. So he's not got any checks. Can go here though. Take by all means. Alright, very happy he took. Still, this is gonna be tight. 10 seconds, come on. Ah! Took a bit of time off me that. Nice. Right, come on, come on. Check. Alright, I'm gonna let him take the knight. Come on, guys. 6 seconds. This is tense, right? Alright. And then we're just gonna ladder him on H3, G2, and H1. H3, D. Right. Under pressure. We're gonna nail it. Come on. We've got him. 5 seconds. Oh, never worried, never worried. Right. Nice. Nice. Oh my god. Let's go. Come on. What was the analysis on that bad boy? Oh, that knight. Yeah, probably at the end there's a couple of blunders, but it's not what you want at the end of a tense game. Is a knight threatening to fork your rooks. Yeah, I think this is good for us. I think we're actually better here because we sort of removed White's tempo. We can go here, but then he just checks, maybe. Maybe this. Let's put some. Probably just knights before bishops, isn't it? It's around the check. Put his knight on an awkward square. Or I'll just offer to trade queens. I don't really think it does much. Let's get the other knight out. Sometimes they try and put a bit of pressure on you, get a rook here early on, but let's just castle. He doesn't get any of these ideas in his head. Or her, Jane. Chess community isn't known for having a lot of women, but hence me saying him. Alright, so I'm already looking at sacking. Such is my way. Right, so putting a bit of pressure on this. Down there. Maybe line up like this. You're just asking for me to... I mean, if I take, you can just develop your pawn, I guess. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so his bishop's on a nice diagonal, but you can't really get his queen there to threaten any mates. I'd like to get a knight in on this square. But for now, let's just threaten the old sacrifice. I'd like to get this bishop here first, though. I don't like this bishop. So if takes, he can probably try cover up with something like this. I don't know if we're quite ready to sack. Maybe I'll see what he does with his bishop. If he moves it back, then I'm ready to sack. Because this bishop's going to be eyeing checkmates in the future. Or at least checks with his king running here, and then it'd often be checkmate in the corner. So if I take, he takes. Same sort of situation. I don't think the checkmate is, or the sacrifice is fully cocked yet. So let's get here. Don't demonetize me for saying that word, YouTube. As in, like a gun, you know. Not that I'm gonna get monetized anytime soon, guys, with my 8 subscribers, but I'm still, you know, confident. Hopefully grow the channel a bit. It'll be good fun if I can. I do like have a little celebrate every time I get a subscriber, I'm not gonna lie. Much to my girlfriend's displeasure. Me like screaming, "Wait, I got a new sub." Right. That jumping in looks annoying. He thought she was my only sub. So this knight jumping in, I take, he takes, that's a fork here. So maybe I don't know, how do we threaten stuff? I want to re-establish this sacrifice threat, but I'm not. He's got 2 big defenders that are just going to jump in the way and block up the position. Even if I do get my queen to this square, I don't really see the mate. Maybe if I got my knight a bit closer in. Maybe that's the plan. Also, if he does jump here, then I can just take, and it's no longer a fork. Maybe this is okay. Not sure. Very neutral position. That's what you get at these levels, though. As I've climbed the ladder, I'm always waiting for someone to make a mistake. You know, make a clear tactical error, like leaving their king and queen on the same diagonal. Like you get sub 1000, but you just don't get these tactical opportunities at this level. You do, but you know, it's predominantly just like positional play and slower strategic plans that tend to win these games. Okay. So my instinct, if I take, then he gets an open rook, and that looks really nice. So my instinct's just to reinforce. He takes, I'm happy. And maybe try and get our rook to the open file if he takes. Ooh, okay. I can push this. Takes, I'm hitting the bishop, that looks good. Takes, yeah, I don't think there's anything more to think about. Although, if I do take with a knight, he can then jump his knight into this square. No, he takes that way. Okay, I didn't consider that, but I think just takes is fine. Oh, there's this, but it's not a fork because it's actually defended twice. But I do need to watch out. This looks good, just creating a pass pawn, hitting the bishop, potentially hitting the rook in the future. Maybe just bring a rook, make this a big focal point of the game. Because it could stifle his whole queen rook formation if they're stuck defending the back rank on a b1. That would be lovely. I imagine he might take to prevent this sort of issue. His pawn just rolling down the board. I'm a bit conscious that this knight is just sort of stuck out there. So if here can maybe jump in here in the future, that looks quite good. This is still not a threat. Needs to watch out for sacrifices here as well. I don't think it's working yet because he can't follow up with a queen or anything. This looks really nice on first instinct, so yeah, I'm just going to play that. Threaten the, well, not threatening the pawn because these two are defending, but getting some power down the central columns may be good. I like this jump, but I guess he wins a pawn out of it right now. I'd like to threaten this in the future, but he's defending. Yeah, it's a tough position. It's pretty even. Maybe I'd go for this because I think this is my weakest piece. And this is helping to hold the structure together, his central isolated pawn. Very even. I don't know what the engine would say about this, but maybe I try push this pawn. Yeah, in hindsight, maybe the rook here would have been better, just to go like this. Yeah, so he blockades that. Blockading my pawn moving forward, which seems like a good move. I can try and get my knight in now. Here I can take. here. Looks a bit annoying. Could play this just to prevent his knight jumping in. Let's do it. This bishop's annoying. I think trading it would benefit me. Don't really have a good way to trade it though because of this knight. Yeah, chess is much easier if you do develop a plan, and I don't really have a plan. Just, it makes all your calculations super simple. So what about this? Take. I'd like that simplification. Maybe I could just focus on my passed pawn in that case. So you might be thinking about something like this. Maybe this is a good opportunity to block. Is there any tactics there to separate my queen from the defense of the knight? I guess he could jump in himself. I think I do this. Not super sure though, it's looking a little bit tenuous. I'll be happy if I plant this. I've just got two loose pieces, which is raising my blood pressure. Yeah, let's get some coffee. Yes, it did jump in, but I didn't see anything bad about this. In fact, now I can just take. So yeah, but it does undefend the knight, doesn't it? Of course. But if takes. Well, this is good for me, isn't it? Or even takes. Oh, that's genius. If takes, I take his queen. Just double check this. Oh no, because he's got another tactic. If takes, he's got check, winning my queen. Wow, this is this is a tactical maze. So I think this is simplest. Takes. Right? Or maybe just this. Big decision. Just check he's not got any threats with this knight. Maybe I just jump this in. Hit the rook. Yeah, maybe simplest is best. So I think I'm going to win this pawn anyway. Unless I've missed something. I don't see what this knight is actually really doing. And this grabbing this pawn looks way stronger than just the material cost of the pawn. It just hits both knights, hits the bishop, centralizes my queen. You know, even X-raying the rook, and it just puts the queen on the most powerful square on the board, probably. I like this because this clarifies one of my loose knights and threatens to clarify the other loose knight. Yeah, wow, there's some tactics there, aren't there? So yeah, let's just take. Not got too much time. And I think we're just even after all this. So after takes. Yeah, we're just even. Making sure I've not got any bishop ideas. Yeah. Remove that. And yeah, just a very even game, guys. See what we can do. We're under a bit of time pressure, but I don't really think that we've got an advantage. Maybe the bishop for the knight, if anything. Yeah, I'm happy to do this. I think. Gives me this move looks pretty good. Was it? Or it is defended. Maybe just a luft move. I like the way his knight is restricted here. Oh, so if I move this up, his knight can jump in. Okay, so what about here? Here, I guess. So maybe I create an exceeding threat. Attack the knight. I don't think I could defend the pawn there, so attack something more important. But I'm thinking if there, here, he'd probably go here, forking my pieces. Oh, he doesn't. Okay. This looks pretty nice. I'm gonna play it. Not got much time. I'd like to get this in. I'd actually like the trade of the rooks here. I don't know why. Have I just got a tendency to simplify? Maybe. I don't really want to push my pawn because then it's going to be on a dark square and my bishop's not going to have any say in the matter. Maybe here. What's he going to do? These moves. Maybe I push the pawn? I don't know. Not sure, guys. This is tough. Just need to stay, like, try and stay somewhere close to him on the clock, you know? Let's hit this. Threatening this, maybe. Trade off the rooks. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't see that. I'm trying to be quick. What am I doing? Yeah, that's just trying to play quick, guys. So win and a loss. That was tough at the end there. He just played super solid. And yeah. It was just there's tactics there, but none of them favoured me. And therefore I just got it to sort of a simple like end game, and I was slightly behind on the clock. Yeah, here there's so many tactics. It's pretty interesting. Yes, I was thinking if here, then I could take his queen. But if here, then he wins my queen. I take his rook. I don't know. Yeah, it was just time. So the only thing that separated us. You see the analysis for this? Will it let me? No. Okay. Alright. Let's try one more game. Let's try and go 2-1. And a quick sip of coffee. Those of you that have been watching the series will know I've just learnt the Queen's Gambit. Did John Bartholomew's big course on it. All the D4 lines. Or the main ones. So here the engine's been telling me a lot of times to just play this. But John Bartholomew said not to, so or in some lines you sort of leave this tension and try and develop your bishop here. Yes, let's do this. Don't want to be losing on time. But to be fair, that guy last game played really well. Could have gone either way. So takes. Is there anything there for me? Oh, I get that pawn at the end. Yeah. But he could have this check. I go here. Think I'm fine. And actually, this does stop the check. I do like this. So I'm a pawn up. A little bit cheeky. What's the meaning of this? He's trying to get check in, isn't he? I can check him myself, though. And actually, that looks pretty scary for him. Like, what does he do? I guess he just does this. I like this because it stops his bishop coming to check me, so. Yeah. Well, what about just that, though? Yeah. So I've got to stop this check coming in. I'm a pawn up. It'd double my pawns if he takes, but it's not the end of the world. Maybe he'll do it because he gets the check at the end and my king's sort of in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, he really wanted that check, but I mean, now I'm not really worried now the queen's off the board, so. I think here. This pawn's hanging. Takes. I've got the rook. Still hanging. I don't think I can grab this with the bishop, though. Could probably grab it with the rook. If I grab it with a bishop, it's just a pin, and it looks a bit scary. So I could ruin his castling rights. But also, he can't actually castle, because this is putting pressure on the knight. So maybe I'll just develop. Threatening this. Double attacking this knight. And it... Okay, so that... So he's lost his castling. So I can go here now. If here, that looks good for me. I'm a couple of pawns up, so I'm happy to simplify. Bishops are quite nice, though. Just cutting across my king. I mean, I saw this line and I liked it, so go for this. Take him with the bishop. Hitting this pawn. I'm assuming he's going to take because his knight's just under a lot of pressure yet. I guess maybe this. Yeah. But back here, you can maybe start putting me under a bit of pressure. Something like that. But then back here, and then here. Takes it, improve this pawn structure. Quite like to get rid of this bishop, but also mine's quite nice as well. Yeah, maybe I'll just pull back. If he comes here, that would be... I was thinking that would be strong, but actually no. I just take. So trades are good for me. So if I can... This, this. I think I'm fine. Do it. My king is looking a bit sketchy with these diagonals being taken away from it. Gotta look out for like a cheeky mate. Actually, you know what's a much stronger move? Probably this. Just locking the rook out of the game. Because this rook is a bit scary. You know, if here... Actually, rook would come in, wouldn't it? So yeah, no, definitely this. Yeah, okay, attacking the pin piece. So I lose a pawn here. So I'd only be a pawn up in that case. So let's just bring the rook. Can't do much about this. Okay. I like my pawn. I don't know. I don't know who's ahead here. My pawn up. Yeah. Not much though. If he just takes. I quite like this. But then he can get his rook in here. So maybe just offer to trade rooks. I think I'd be fine in that case. If takes. I think I'd be able to win this pawn. Get my other bishop in. Yeah, let's go for this. Yeah, again, a very tight game. 3 really good, really close games. I don't know what else. I think he's got to trade the rook, actually, hasn't he? No, here. Uh, I need to get this back. He's got a good king, though. Yeah. I've got to protect this and try and kill this as well. But actually, yeah, I think I've got to get my king more active. Uh, Go here. Yeah, so he comes around. Let's not just hold everything together, though. What are you doing? What can he do? Maybe here. Take. Then I'll have to sacrifice my bishop, I guess. Just push these pawns. So, right, here. Here. He's just promoting first. Um, Oh god, is this just lost? Takes, he has to go back. Here, 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 here. I think this is my best bet. Oh god. I don't want to push 2 because I think this might come down to like a lose long situation. He goes here, I go here. And now I think I'm better. He can never push this. I've got him in opposition. And I'm going to create my own pass pawn soon. And if he goes to try and mow these down, then I get his. That is bad. Am I sort of in lose long? 40 seconds. Let's break here. I'm winning. I'm winning. Okay. Now it's just been quick enough, isn't it? What's he doing? Pre-move. Okay, and now you right. What you got to do? You got to put your queen on an L shape to the king. All right, now we're good. Put him off, and then we're just gonna rook him. You know, like what you do with a rook, and then there's no chance of stalemates. Oh right. God, there was a delay between the when I clicked it and the noise. I thought I'd messed it up then. So again, another really close game. See, yeah. Respect to all 3 of these players. That 3 close games, 2 out of 3. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave it there because I probably get a bit tired after the 3 games. I'll see you next time, guys, and subscribe. See you later.